number 4, I have Ducks in a Row. So this is an upcoming crowdfunding game. I'm not sure exactly what platform or when this one is going live, but it is a hybrid deduction party game. So kind of a weird mix of game types there. But in this one, each round there's going to be someone called the conductor who has 7 of these duck cards placed in a random order, and the other players are going to be playing action cards to try and wean information to try and replicate or mirror the conductor's display of ducks by placing their ducks in the same order. And points are going to be based on your longest uninterrupted run that mirrors the conductor's ducks. And so you're going to be playing these action cards, which will be things like maybe name 3 cards, and the conductor will tell you which one's in the center, or name 2 ducks, and you'll see if those ducks are next to each other in the row, and so on. So there's a good degree of kind of logical reasoning and a deduction going on here, but there is a nice degree of memory as well, because you have to remember the clues that you'd asked earlier so that you can also orientate your ducks accordingly, and sometimes things can even move, which could throw an extra spanner in the works. So I actually did like how well this game was boiled down, just staying true to that very simple formula, just playing an action card, getting more information, and trying to work out that order before the timer runs out. And I have to say, I think the end game or the end of round triggering mechanism was a little bit off on this one, which I have fed back to the designer. I know he wanted to go for a more punchy, kind of under pressure feel of the game. For me, I think the game could have brewed a little bit longer by shuffling in that end of round card lower in the deck rather than it just being random in that deck. I just thought the game or the rounds ended abruptly sometimes. Now, additionally, I thought there were some small details that could have been ironed over, and the first of which is going to be these secret cards. So, with a lot of deduction games, you'll often ask something and everybody else will get a small bit of information. This game does that really well, but this game also comes with these secret cards where you'll ask something and you'll get a direct answer that only you know from the conductor, and that usually is very strong information by saying what duck exactly is in position number 2. And because of the random drawing of the cards, if you keep on drawing those secret cards, it's kind of a no-brainer that that's what you're going to be playing, because why wouldn't you take concrete information over more vagueness? So again, a small suggestion I said to the designer was maybe just give someone one piece of concrete information at the start of the game so that you have something in place, but nothing, or the rest of it you're going to have to use actual deduction, which is the whole point of the game. So yeah, apart from the end game trigger, the secret cards, I thought the game was very enjoyable. I think it has a lot of potential, and also to reach a wide audience actually, because I think deduction fans are going to enjoy this, because you do get actually some good something to sink your teeth into and try to work things out under pressure, but at the same time, people who aren't into that stuffy nature, that pure 100% concrete information that deduction games require, they might actually enjoy this one, because you can kind of wing it and sometimes do well. So again, I suggested to the designer that there should be a variant, pure party mode, which is a bit more chaos, and also something slightly more tailored towards more seasoned gamers and fans of deduction. And I believe he's taken that information on board and might be using that, which I hope they do, because I think this game is very enjoyable. It looks lovely, it's fast, and yeah, it kind of fits this another niche in a very saturated genre of games. Deduction games have really blown up in the last few years. There are so many to choose from, and yes, there's a lot of crossover between them, but Ducks in a Row kind of carves out its own little place in that genre by being a little bit sillier and being a lot faster and a bit more kind of going off a feel rather than concrete evidence at times, which I actually think works in this game's favour. So again, I hope it does really well, and with that variant, I would happily play this one any time, and yeah, wish them all the best with the campaign. So that is Ducks in a Row at number 4.